I don't really know. I don't really know where to start. I know a lot of you have noticed that some things have been a little bit off. I haven't been posting videos for a while. My posts on Tumblr have been a little vague and sad. I deleted 500 people from Facebook because I needed some privacy. A lot of you have noticed. You've been sending messages. It's those of you that haven't noticed that I'm the most afraid of disappointing. Because I gotta tell you something, and it's not easy for me to say, but Megan left me, and it's been really hard. She told me that she doesn't love me anymore, and that she's been unhappy for a little while, and I had no idea. I was really happy. In fact, when she told me, 5 minutes before that, I had said, we were driving in the car, and I said, don't you wish you could just stop life right now? Everything seems so perfect. No one's died. We have these two beautiful kids. I'm the happiest I think I'll ever be in my life. I wish I could just pause life. And she looked at me and said, that's so sweet. And if I had stopped life right then, if the car had crashed right then, but it didn't. We kept driving, and it was in the car that day that she told me that she didn't love me anymore. It surprised me. I didn't realize she was struggling. I focused on the kids and life, and at first I thought I could fix it. I thought if we went to counseling, if I was a little prettier, if she could see what was at stake, that maybe she'd stick around, maybe she'd still want to stay. But if you know Megan like I do, she's very stubborn. Once she gets an idea in her head, it's like trying to stand in front of a semi-truck. And every time I tried to slow her down and to stop her from going, it just kept breaking my heart over and over again. And so it's over now. And I'm heartbroken, I'm embarrassed, and I'm scared. I don't know what the future's gonna look like for me or for my family or for the kids. It's pretty recent, so I'm still in a tender spot. People that know have asked me what was happening behind closed doors. If there was something amiss or abuse, and the truth is, we were a good team. We had fun together. We were raising the kids. We rarely fought or disagreed about anything. I can't really explain why she left. She's tried to explain it to me, and it doesn't make sense. It just sounds like a lot of excuses. I don't think I'll ever understand it. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I do know some things that she's omitting from her side of the story, and that's fine. Because the truth is I don't. My kids love her, and I don't want to embarrass her. So there are things that I'm not going to share, and I still love her. As much as I want to turn that part of me off, I think I will always love her. I'm lucky though, because she still wants to be a mom, And I'm grateful for that. And as much as I'm grateful for that, it's also really hard. Because it's not like you can just go through a breakup with an ex and then crawl into a cave and disappear for a while. When we're sharing the kids, we have to talk every single day. It's really hard. It's like your best friend has died and you see their ghost everywhere and you can't connect to it, and you hear their voice and you see other people get to connect with it, but you just have to close the door and grieve alone. And your whole world drives away. And you close the door and you're alone in your empty house where you had to take the family pictures off the wall because they're too hard to see. And you can feel the depression start creeping in, and the self-doubt and loathing. And you wonder what you could have done. If you would have told me a year ago that I'd be here today, I would have never believed you. I would have never believed you. And I was so proud of my family that I let them be in the spotlight. I thought nothing could break us. And so we have this YouTube channel and Tumblr, and we've been on the media and newspapers with our faces on the cover, and it was really special to me. And I was sincere about it. I don't want you to think I was a fraud. I really loved my family, and I was really proud to be part of that groundbreaking family. I thought we were gonna grow old together, be on the porch sipping lemonade, and hearing our kids tell the adventures of their lives. And I don't know what my future is going to look like anymore, or how it's going to affect my kids. It's really scary. I came from a broken home. I never wanted that for my kids. And I've been so scared to tell you because I know a lot of you are looking up to my family as this example. And we get letters, emails, every day. Every day. I'm going to read one. I once thought that I had no future if I was gay. I was scared of coming out and I wanted to kill myself, but then I saw your YouTube videos and my life changed. Your family gives me hope for my future. You've given me a piece of life that I want. Thank you for your beautiful family and for showing the world that my dreams are possible. And it's really sweet. When I read that, and it scares me. It's a lot of pressure to put on somebody to be perfect. And then I saw this world start to fall apart. And I got scared for me and for my kids, and my parents, and my brothers and sisters, and my in-laws, and whether or not I was going to keep the house. But I also got really scared for you. For those of you that look up to us, I don't want to let you down. I never wanted to let you down. Some people, some friends have told me to just close my Tumblr, delete my YouTube account and my Facebook and Instagram, and just do radio silence, black out everything, disappear. And I thought about it, but then I thought, you know what? Sometimes reality and sincerity and the narrative of a broken heart needs to be told. I don't want you to lose hope for your futures. Not everyone leaves. Sometimes, though, unexplainably, people do leave. Like this. And if they do, you need to know that it's not your fault. Beyonce's new video came out, that Lemonade. Man, it could not have come out in better timing. It's so beautiful and poignant, and I watched it and I felt like I had batteries charging in my chest. Because if this could happen to Beyonce, And all of these things I was telling myself, that we tell ourselves, that maybe it's our fault because we weren't pretty enough, or smart enough, or accomplished enough, or sexy enough, or we didn't shower enough. And all these things that we tell ourselves, it's not true, it's not your fault. But this could happen to Beyonce. And surely there's no one that is enough, if you think of it that way. Because we are all enough. God bless Beyonce for being so open about that, because that is a story I needed to hear. Maybe that's why I keep making videos. Because I was really happy. But I'm learning something about happiness. About it being internal. Some people, they don't get that. They have this hole inside of them and they start searching other places for happiness, and sometimes things fill that hole for a little while, but it doesn't last. Real happiness, true happiness, comes from inside the whole time. And some people, it takes them a while to learn that. But I already knew that. I already had that. And I'm going to be sad for a bit, but that doesn't mean that I don't already know how to be happy and that I can't be happy again. Because I know I can be. I hope that maybe seeing me survive this, even when sometimes I don't know if I can survive this. But if you see me survive this, then maybe, just maybe, if it happens to you, then you'll survive it too. And so I'm not going to shut down my YouTube account. Sometimes people need to see that when a fairy tale is over, it doesn't mean the story ends. I miss Megan. I miss her every single day. But I have these two precious people that I have to keep going for, that I have to keep my chin up for, that I have to keep moving forward for. I've had to redefine what family means. I used to think that it meant me and Megan, and that our kids were this byproduct of our family, but now that she's gone, I've started to see my kids differently. And that maybe they are my family. And I see this light in them, this spark in them, in this darkness that I'm feeling, this brightness in these two special, special people. And I have this hope for them and for their futures, and they give me a reason. I have this vision of what Quinn's future is going to be like. She's such a spitfire. I imagine her going out and seeing the world and conquering and climbing mountains and telling me all about her adventures. And I'll look at her, I'll be so proud of her. That's my girl. That's my girl. And then I think of Tucker. That smile and that heart. And I have this vision of his future, that one day he's going to be 30 years old and still living in my basement. And I don't want to share him with anybody. I want to crisscross our legs with a bowl of popcorn and watch movies on Netflix until the sun goes down with that boy. He is a piece of my heart. He is a piece of me. And so is she. These two special sparks of light. I'm so lucky to have them. Honestly, I don't know how people do it without a baby in their arms and a toddler on their leg. I don't know how people go through heartbreak without having something that you have to live for. Those of you who've had to do that, I am in awe of you. But I have them, and I push forward for them. Stick around. I want you to see that life isn't over yet. There is still reason to live, to laugh, and to love.